let's dive deeper into the subject of accountability. Joining me on this special broadcast is India Today's Shreya Chatterjee, Senior Special Correspondent of our Special Investigations team. She's the one who's carried out this stellar investigation. Shreya, welcome. Dr. Shatarupa is the spokesperson of the BJP. Professor Monojit Mandal joins us as a political analyst, has been speaking up for the Trinamool Congress in the past. And Dr. Vikram Singh is a former Director General of the Police for a legal aspect on this. But Professor Mandal, if I may, Shreya Chatterjee's report clearly points to, one, the role of insiders in Murshidabad, no outsiders from across the border. A local councillor is under the scanner, as are youth members of the Trinamool Congress, sir.
No, I remember she also had this kind of report in Sandesh Khali, and I wonder whether she is following that up. There's nothing has happened in Sandesh Khali so far. CBI is investigating. So we really don't give much credence to such motivated report. First of all, this person is no longer the TMC councillor. The person that you talked about,
one, the report is not motivated. The report is a journalist investigation.
Hang on.
Just to set the record straight. Go on, sir.
If you have called me to heckle me, then I'll leave the show.
I don't want to heckle
my mind out. No. You can't stop me like that.
My reporter has done a stellar job. She's done a stellar investigation.
Fantastic.
But go on, sir.
She had also done the same kind of job in Sandesh Khali. What is the fate of that case? I want to understand.
Let's stay on the current story. Let's stay on the current investigation.
But this is also very current, Mr. Gaurav Shaban. And
let's stay on Murshidabad.
You also go to Pahalgam to have this kind of stellar investigation. There is not a single held role for that massacre in Pahalgam so far. Not a single role. Here, at least,
we'll talk about Pahalgam on a different debate on Murshidabad.
West Bengal. I understand, because you have particularly targeted Mamta and Bengal. That's your problem, but I'm defending that. Keeping that in mind.
We are not targeting anyone. We are bringing facts out. We will bring out more facts even in Pahalgam. But go on, sir.
You have to allow full rebuttal, right?
Go on, sir.
The fact remains that Mamta government took action within 24 hours. The police took action. Nobody is denying that the violence did not take place. But whether this violence, the state had complicity, the police was complicit, the same police took action. 180 people were arrested, including the killers of that very brutal murders. We're not talking about that. And the Mamta herself pointed to this spot 2 weeks back and assured for compensation. All the people have come back. You talked about report from the High Court, quote-unquote, fact-finding committee. That report was being made by a person from a Human Rights Commission. It's saying that the police actually forced that people who fled to Malda to come back. Is it a credible report? They are coming back on their own. Everything is on video. The local TMC MLA, the TMC MP, they've all been supporting them. They come back to home within 10 days of that very brutal incident. We are all.
Why did they have to leave in the first place, sir?
And
hold on, Shreya wants to respond.
You are talking about this report that the High Court is, giving us in the form of that fact-finding committee led by BJP's Human Rights Commission. We don't give this credence to much credence to this.
Sir, it's National Human Rights Commission. Shreya wants to respond. Shreya wants to respond. You cannot discredit my reporter. Shreya's responding.
I really want to ask Monojit Mandal and every Trinamool Congress supporter two things. Whatever we've shown in the report isn't just our independent investigation. West Bengal Police's local intelligence officer has corroborated everything that we've shown, from how insiders were involved to how mobilization happened to how banned organizations like PFI and SIMI were involved. This is not something that we alone have said. Your own local intelligence officer has admitted every single detail. Second, you guys keep on harping that this is an outsider role, yet all the arrests made by West Bengal police are of those within Murshidabad, within Shamsherganj. Then why don't you come and say that? Why do you keep harping this outsider thing? Why can't we just accept something happened wrong and then mend it once and for all?
Okay, yes, sir. Go on, sir.
The PFI SGDI presence in Murshidabad was unheard of. That's why very simple. PFI has never been in Murshidabad. The PFI, if they are at all there, they must be from outside.
Then you've never seen the past videos.
Right?
In 2019, there are videos of huge PFI mobilization from
We'll just get Dr. Mandal to respond, then I'm coming back to you. I'll also bring in...
You're a reporter.
Go on, sir.
Don't behave like BJP spokesperson, right?
No. Hold on. Again, completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for.
Whatever.
Go on, sir. Please answer on merits, Dr. Mandal.
I'm answering on merit. I'm saying that PFI has never been in Murshidabad. If they at all, according to you, your reports are at all credible. If you have found them in Murshidabad, they must have come from outside. And everyone knows in this country, if PFI is there, it's because of BJP. And NIA, if PFI is there, if other organizations there, SIMI is there, what is NIA doing? What is BSF doing? There must be banned organization. It's not only the accountability of the West Bengal police, it's also accountability of the central government. Because NIA, this PFI, SIMI, they're all banned organization. You are not holding them accountable. Forget about Pahalgam. Forget about the riot that took place in 2020 in Delhi under the nose of Mr. Amit Shah. 55 people were butchered because of riots. How many investigative journalism you had, Mr. Gaurav
Sir,
Sawant?
we've also done, and there is much more coming up. Don't worry about that. This whataboutery that you indulge in is jao pehle uska sign kara ke lao aur uska sign kara ke lao. Maybe very good in an Amitabh Bachchan picture Diwar, but lives. Can you say that to Har Gobind Das's son, who's also dead? Can you tell that to his family? That because it happens in Pahalgam and because it's happened in Delhi, it's okay in Bengal? Seriously, Professor Mondal, but let me get...
Whatever tree. If I state facts...
Sir, you made it whataboutery, but I'm bringing in Dr. Shatarupa. I want to bring in Dr. Shatarupa into this conversation because this India Today special investigation exposes the myth, one, of the role of alleged Bangladeshis, but two, it is a point that Dr. Mondal makes that if SIMI and PFI activists are there, then the central government has also failed because these are banned organizations. How are they still there in our country, madam?
Gaurav, good evening. I want to start off by saying that we stand vindicated, and I cannot thank you, Shreya, specifically, India Today as a whole, for doing this fantastic investigation where everything that we have been pointing out based on what we've been hearing from our local BJP people, that it's all correct, and what you have said has also been seconded by the High Court. So no matter how much Professor Manojit Mondal wants to get personal and get into this kind of whatever nonsense he keeps on doing, I really don't want to get into that. But let me come and tell you facts. Since you mentioned Diwar,
personal, I was talking about the report.
Please, Manojit, please. Manojit, please.
Okay,
behave.
one by one.
You can't misquote.
One by one. Okay,
You're
Dr.
all the
Shatarupa,
time
make your
doing
point.
that.
No personal attacks.
You're all
Go
the time doing
on.
that
Dr.
with
Mandal,
me.
stay. Okay, yes, go on, Dr. Shatarupa.
Yeah, Gaurav, since you mentioned Diwar, I want to take that reference. Mamata Banerjee has gone on record telling the Muslims, just like Shashi Kapoor had said, "Mere paas maa hai." Mamata Banerjee has gone and assured all the Muslims in West Bengal that tumhare paas didi hai. So go and agitate, go do whatever you want to do. Mamata Banerjee is going to be by them. Now this this is the final straw, I would say, that has broken the camel's back, or the final kindling factor that has got into this kind of a riot. I don't think even she herself was expecting this kind of mayhem. So she had to call in BSF, if you remember, within 24 hours. Now, I'm very glad that Shreya's report has thrown up a lot of things. One, that we have been constantly mentioning, the police of West Bengal themselves have been saying they've been debunking Mamata Banerjee and Trinamool's theory of the outsiders. Police themselves have said they're all the insiders, and I'm very glad that you got in the name of Mehboob Alam, who was seen on one of these video footage. Possibly I was with you on that show.
But ma'am, the point that Dr. Mandal raised, you haven't responded to is PFI and SIMI. Banned organizations, how are their activists operating in Bengal or any other part of our country?
I am coming to that. I am coming to this. Just let me finish this sentence. Mehboob Alam, apart from all that you have mentioned, was seen on a video footage talking on the phone, giving directions to police. Police did not respond for 4 to 5 hours. As far as these banned organizations are concerned, we are aware that there are some secret footfalls here and there, and we have been repeatedly asking for NIA investigation. NIA investigation is starting, if I'm not very mistaken. I'm sure you'll get to know. And
before I bring in Dr. Vikram Singh, Dr. Mandal, you wanted to quickly respond to Dr. Shatarupa.
Without getting personal. He always gets personal. Tell him to behave.
Madam, you are an extremely honorable but quite uncourteous lady on TV. I
There
do
you
not get
go.
personal
Okay,
with
again, no
anyone.
personal attacks. Go on, sir.
I do not
He
get
starts
personal with
off with
anyone.
this, ends off with
I
that.
have got every. Oh, hang on, please, madam. Did I disturb you? I have got every right
You
to
did disturb
contest
me.
a
That is why I
report.
had to butt in.
Hang
One
on,
by one.
please, Mr. Gaurav.
Yeah.
I beg your
One by
indulgence.
one.
Please stop this
Go on,
very
sir.
honorable but uncourteous lady on TV.
Go on,
There
sir.
you go.
I have
Only
every right
Dr.
I'm
to
Mandal,
just
please
pointing
respond,
out
sir.
how
I
many
have
times he
every
gets
right to.
personal with me.
Hang on, madam. I'm calling you very honorable but uncourteous lady.
There you go.
Please hang on.
Okay.
Another
Sir,
time.
on the substantive issue. Sir, on the substantive issue. Go on, sir.
The fact
Dr.
remains
Mandal.
that I have got every right to contest a report because I know the history of such reports. The person that you interview, Madam Shreya Chatterjee, Shriya Parvin, she came and sit in front of me here 3 months back, telling about what she was doing. She came to me, Shriya Parvin, I'm naming her. A fact remains that this kind of reports are made on once in a while. You don't follow up. Have you followed up in Sandesh Kali case? I say again, I implore you, follow it up. What is happening in Sandesh Kali? Similarly, I tell you here, Mr. Shravan, that Mamata Banerjee herself has gone to this place. She
When
assured the
did she
people for
go?
compensation.
When did she
But-
go? After how many days?
There are
She
people who are
visited
absconding. There are
She
people
did
who are
not
absconding.
visit
You
a
say
single
the
person.
police
She
say,
went on the
and
road,
are
gave
they?
a lecture and came
Why are
back.
they
Prime
unable?
Minister
Okay,
again
hold
made
on,
the
hold on, hold
victims
on.
of Pahalgam?
Again, since a
Did
personal
Prime Minister
charge has
make
been
them the
made,
victim of
Shreya wants to
Pahalgam?
quickly respond.
They
I have to bring in
arrested
Dr.
month now.
Vikram Singh also.
After
Shreya,
the
quickly
brutal
respond to the point
I
that's
mean,
being
you
made.
can go
You will
to all
decide
my
what the
reports
people
and you can
should
check
know.
and verify. I can guarantee you, you will never find anything baseless in whatever I report, including Sandesh Khali. Lastly, if I'm talking about one thing, why can't you guys just accept that this was an insider role? That is the only thing. No one is questioning the post work. Yes, good work done by TMC after the riots. What happened
no,
during?
never.
That is the question. Please come clean on that.
Okay, Dr. Vikram Singh, my colleague Shreya Chatterjee, and this is at a grave risk to her personal security and the security of her team, safety of her team. She's actually blown the lid of a very sinister development. One, local involvement, systematic targeting of Hindus, for instance. This entire bogey of Bangladeshi criminals, that's being blown to bits, because how would Bangladeshis know where does a Har Gobind Das, that idol maker, you know, somebody who makes a murti of Ma Saraswati, Ma Durga, Ma Lakshmi, where does he stay, or where does Chandan Das stay, and break open their house, bring them out and hack them to death? How would a Bangladeshi know where they stay? Dr. Vikram Singh.
Gauravji, I would like to place on record that Shreya, I must compliment you for a fearless and an unbiased report that you have come out with. Many congratulations. Lesser mortals would not touch SDPI, PFI, and SIMI with a barge pole. They are dangerous people, and nobody in your position would have even dared to mention them. You mentioned them, exposed them, named and shamed them. Many compliments to you and your brand of journalism. Now, the fact of the matter is that the Kolkata police and the West Bengal police did not abdicate their responsibility. It was almost a free for all, and the rioters had a free run. The rioters had a free run, and the water canals were cut down, water pipes were cut, so that water immediate firefighting equipment is not there, so that the fire could be doused. Then the name of Mehboob, okay, agreed, he is not a part of the TMC. Then other members, I don't know whichever political party, and we do not believe in political affiliations. Abdul, Suhail, Akram, Moti, Kalu, and another local of any political affiliations, they should have been booked and sent to jail. Whether a criminal is an outsider or an insider or a local or an international, the job of the state police is to ensure absolute control over crime and law and order. It cannot be aggregated, or it cannot be given or divested to other channels, maybe government of India or to any other channel. It is the job of the state government to ensure faithful implementation of the rule of law. And you have exposed the fact that, yes, there was a terrible fault line and there were fissures in the law and order machinery. We could have done much better. Kolkata police has a great record of being extremely professional. I don't know what the lacuna was, but they failed the people very, very miserably.
Respond, because clearly one work of insiders in Murshidabad, it's a TMC stronghold. Was there an attempt, sir, Mr. Mandal, Professor Mandal, to shield TMC workers allegedly involved in this?
First of all, it's to the very honorable former DG. Calcutta police has got no jurisdiction in Murshidabad. It is 300 kilometers away from Kolkata police headquarters.
Said
This is
Bengal
Bengal
police.
police,
Go on, sir.
which is being led by one of the finest officers in the country. And you might be knowing him, Mr. Rajiv Kumar. You must be knowing him. He's very respected police officer, and you know his anti-nationalite
Yes, I know.
operation, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He went there
Stellar job he's
within
done in the
24
past.
hours, 24 hours of the incident. He took charge of the whole incident, right? And the incident took place because of the unruly mob. And when you talk about this mobilization of the people, they were there for a protest. The protest went viral, protest out of control. Everyone is acknowledging that there must have been some failure. One police officer has been placed under suspension. The OC of Shamsargan. You are not talking about that. Two other police officers also under length. They have been closed. You are not talking about 180 people being arrested, including the killers. What have you done for the Delhi riots in 2020? What have you done for Pahalgam now? Not a single head is being rolled. Can't you even ask this question? TMC delegation is now visiting Pahalgam. Why did you visit the BJP delegation to Pahalgam and the victims of the people? You are talking about Mamta.
सर हम बात कर रहे हैं मुर्शिदाबाद की, आप डाइवर्ट कर रहे हो पहलगाम पर. सर अभी मुर्शिदाबाद पर बात करते हैं. We'll talk about Pahalgam also. We'll talk about everything. Sir, for us, it is India first. Sir, you're on India first. For me, every riot, every violence, every situation, anywhere in the country, we will talk about it. At the same time, because it's happening in Bengal, we'll look the other way. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. We will put facts out in public domain without fear of favor. Dr. Shatarupa, no, let nobody think that, Bengal will not be highlighted. Wherever it happens, it will be highlighted. Whether in Kashmir or Kanyakumari, Kamrup or Kutch. Dr. Shatarupa, the point that is being made is action was taken in the moment it was found out there was dereliction. So mob, you heard Dr. Mondal, because the mob collected, they were overwhelmed is what he says.
No. First of all, there was no action taken for over 4 to 5 hours. Even your report, as well as the High Court report, has said that we have been screaming ourselves hoarse that police did not respond. If you hear the people on video live, your cameras, I mean, not some video recording that we sent across. The people were crying that they kept on calling police. Police did not even pick up the phone. So therefore, the West Bengal government very correctly had to appeal to BSF. BSF promptly responded without even waiting for clearance from headquarters. Now, within 24 hours, once Trinamool realized that the mileage now was being taken by BSF, they started blaming the BSF. So the BSF was responsible for this kind of, what Monojit is saying, that the mayhem that took place beyond planned things. I kept on telling you, Gaurav, I've told you this before also. Mamata Banerjee instigated this, then she herself could not control, her police could not control what happened. So therefore, they had to appeal to BSF. Now, repeatedly,
ma'am, that's a very grave charge you level. Dr. Mondal, you must respond to this. It's a very grave charge. Okay, 30 seconds, complete your point, and then Dr. Mondal will respond.
30 seconds. And what Monojit is going on and on saying that everything is normal, action has been taken. No action has been taken. I'm saying, I was on your show and I said there is not a bowl or a glass to drink water from. These people have now been forced to go back to those. There are no houses left. Everything's been razed to the ground. They've been forced to go back so that people like Monojit Mondal under Mamata Banerjee can paint a hunky-dory picture of West Bengal, which is most sadly not happening here.
Monojit, Professor Mondal, give me 30 seconds. The point that you raised about police being overwhelmed, Shreya's investigation, and we went through those tapes very carefully. There's a police officer, a local intelligence officer on camera, Shreya. They had alerted the police in the past. They had alerted the police, the higher-ups. A mob for, a protest for SSC teachers suddenly gets converted into anti-Waqf protest. Shreya, all this indicating all of this was very well planned.
Well planned, and also something that was being brushed under the carpet. The reason why I say this, that there were multiple local officers at the younger level who had made multiple calls to the higher-ups. Nothing happened. When the storyline changed from the Murshidabad violence and we were all focusing on the entire Pahalgam thing, very discreetly certain officers were transferred out. It could have been a punishment, but they should have been held accountable. This shouldn't have happened discreetly to brush it under the carpet. Instead, the Trinamool Congress government should have come up, accepted where they went wrong. When you're arresting your own people, when you're transferring your own officers, stop saying that this is an outsider hand. Just accept this is an insider hand and everyone will calm down.
No, there's another point, Dr. Vikram, saying local police were inactive is not just something that's emerged out of India Today special investigations. The High Court appointed panel, and it's a 3-member panel, it reveals the same thing. Now, we were able to speak to the local intelligence unit. They had inputs. Those inputs were shared with the police and no action was taken. So what we have found out on camera, on Shreya's investigation, has been corroborated by that High Court panel.
Very much. That what is on.
Okay, sir, give me a moment. We'll try and reestablish that link with you. But Professor Mandal, the role of these so-called local NGOs, the fact that a mosque was approached, and we've again got imams of mosques on camera saying just before Jummah Namaz, local youth or youth approached them, some youth approached them, local or otherwise, saying mobilize youth, make announcement from mosque loudspeakers. All this has emerged in our investigations. The imams are on camera. Isn't that a cause for grave concern? Should that not be investigated?
Madam Shreya, you're very grandstanding report about police being transferred. One police officer was placed, right? How many heads rolled in Delhi riots after that 55 people were killed? Do you even put the question to the government? Madam Mr. Amit Shah, I'm not even talking about Pahalgam. Hang on, madam. I did not disturb you. I will listen to you. Have patience. Have patience. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're taking.
Okay. It's raining and it's cloudy. There are some problems perhaps with the link that we are experiencing. But sir, my question was very specific. Professor Mandal, my question was specific. Youth approached mosque imams and they're on camera. That youth approached them saying, please make announcements on loudspeakers for people to assemble. So there was a mobilization that was on. A mosque loudspeaker was being used to mobilize people. And Shreya, that's a cause for grave concern. We've lived through in the 1990, of course, you must, that's way back in 1990, where mosque loudspeakers were used to chant Ralev, Galev, Ya Salev. And the Hindu community was after that removed. Hindu Kashmiris were removed from Kashmir, lock, stock and barrel. And here in Murshidabad, Hindus were scared once again and they ran, Shreya. And it's happening in today's day and age. It's a cause for very, very grave concern. Yeah. Shreya.
Well, yes, actually, I mean, Gaurav, this entire thing that we've put forth, it is sad. We need to understand why this is happening. If anyone who takes interest in politics and how vote mongering happens, we'll understand why this is happening. But clearly, to stoke or get votes in the name of religion is something, again and again, whichever party does it is wrong. This is once again what it proves. When you allow such kind of mobilization for some momentary gain, it largely impacts your image as well. Let's agree for a point that what Murshidabad riots, wherever it's happened, it has hampered or damaged the image of the Trinamool government. They are not really playing that offensive like they are known to be playing, because they know that somewhere down the line, things have horribly gone wrong. When you allow such kind of mobilization, imams are accepting that, yes, they were asked to mobilize people. We are getting local intelligence officers who are accepting the role of people who are also coming from Bangladesh for Islamic jalsas. And they are also agreeing on camera that, look, we don't know what they speak when they are staying over here. We know what they're speaking from on their dais, but we don't know what they're speaking inside. So you don't allow such elements to also foster. You don't create an environment as such. That is a role of the local administration. I do agree that when it comes to cross-border movement, that is a role of the central government, and that needs to be discussed with them. But it's also important for our local government, local police, to create a proper environment. So continuously, religion doesn't become a topic to mobilize youth, or for that matter, anything at all.